Hey yo team, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. So today we're just going to do an update of what sort of happened over the last weekend, last 3 or 4 days. I've done a few videos on it already. Everyone knows what's going on with the invasion of Ukraine from Russia, with Putin saying, it's in self-defense, with genocide into certain areas along like the eastern side of Ukraine. So he's protecting those people. He's going in to take down the government. And he doesn't actually want to take over Ukraine. Been massive uproar throughout the world, especially obviously within the EU and the US, with so much going on. So let's just sort of look at the most up-to-date latest news, and we can just go from there and see what our thoughts are. So looking here, you've got the European Union has announced new measures this today, so Sunday, designed to bolster Ukraine in its fights while imposing bans on Russian aircraft and state-owned media outlets. For the first time ever, the European Union will finance the purchase and delivery of weapons and other equipment to the country that is under attack. So they're actually now going to finance and provide weapons, so they're pretty much sort of like financing this war, or the defence of Ukraine, the country, in this war against Russia. Other news that I've seen is Germany are actually providing some of their own weapons and missiles out of their own reserves to help support Russia. The UK, US are sending many weapons. They're not sending troops as it stands at the minute, but they are sending weapons out there. There is talks of, so saw it here, so you've got UK, Ukraine and Russia apparently about to scramble. While there's a scramble for the second largest city, they're going to try and hold peace talks near Belarus. I don't know 100% what's going on with this, because it all depends what you see. There is still fierce fighting going on, but apparently they are going on with peace talks. But then you see videos like this, where apparently there's a massive convoy outside Kiev. So look at this. The first time I've seen this, I saw the video popped up. Look at that.
Tracking the build-up of Russian forces for the last few weeks. These images that they have released appear to show a very large deployment of Russian ground forces.
Jesus.
Community vehicles there, hundreds of them in a convoy. Now this is apparently to the northeast of the Ukrainian city of Ivankiv and moving in the direction of Kiev. We understand that this position is about 40 miles away, about 64 kilometres away, and this convoy extends nearly 3 miles in length, about 5 kilometres long. And from the images, it's believed that it's containing fuel, logistics, armoured vehicles, and it is travelling along the Shevchenka road, moving towards Ivankiv.
So that's apparently 3 miles long. That's a very long convoy. If you think about it, a vehicle is anything from 2-3 meters up to 5 meters maybe long, and they've got everything in there: armored vehicles, tanks. So just to show, are Russia planning on pulling out a minute? They have been held up with fierce fighting. No matter where you see, the Ukrainians have made a good stand with how Russians come in. They put a bombardment in, suppressing fire with cruise missiles, artillery. They had all their fast air jets, attack helicopters come in, and they still haven't taken the city of Kiev. Apparently they're putting up a strong fight. We know martial law's been brought in. Any male who's aged between 18 and 60 isn't allowed to leave the country. They're all queuing up for weapons. So you've got the Ukrainian armed forces and pretty much civilians, or anyone who's of fighting age, male plus older, is fighting the Russians. I've also heard stories of Russians saying they didn't realise they were being sent in to kill. So maybe there's Russians not going in as fierce and attacking as strong because they don't actually want to kill the Ukrainians. You don't know, it's just another thought that could be out there. And the Ukrainians are making that stand. But just looking at this convoy, it's making it like Russia, Putin wants to continue on this, and he wants to push into the capital Kiev. If that's 3 miles long, the amount of vehicles there, and he's got full logistics, fuel, food, weapons, ammunition, armoured vehicles. He's not messing around. He's not, if you're sending in something that large, you're going to be setting up for some time. Okay, you want to go in and you're looking to last a long period of time. You know, going back to everyone's looking to fight. You've got the Klitschko brothers, Vitaly being the mayor. Don't know when this video was taken, if it was set up or if this is actually them training, but they're saying they're going to stay, stand and fight, which is pretty cool to see. The world heavyweight champion boxer Usyk, I believe he's in there. He's staying to fight. And there's also been news of the UK not stopping British male or female fighters going over to Ukraine and helping in the fight. Apparently they won't try to stop you, you won't get punished in any sorts of way either. So that's an update as well. Moving on to the sanctions then that we did speak about in a video. This is the plan to stop Putin and Russia. First it was like sort of sanctions against the country and sort of businesses. Now they've actually put in sanctions against President Vladimir Putin. Whether it's going to work, I hear different things. Russia have been planning this for a long time. We know they've been moving in and around, they've been doing exercises. It's been talks of this for a long time about Ukraine and Russia. And some people are saying that no matter how many sanctions you put on them, they can survive for quite a few years because they've been cutting on their defence budget and even just their government budgeting. They've been cutting their budgets, they've been saving up, they can afford to drop oil prices and gas prices, etc., or not sell as much to wage out this war and carry on. So whether the sanctions are going to work, I think now they've actually put them on him personally, it could have a bigger impact because you're actually holding Putin's foreign held assets. So we'll see, but it's also affecting a large number of like billionaires and millionaires within Russia, especially the billionaires. Chelsea football owner, he's suffering massively, he's really struggling. You now got talks of Formula 1, so Formula 1 will not hold their race in September in Russia. Nikita Mazepin and his father, who's become a major sponsor for the Haas team, they won't run his branding on there, and I believe they cut his deal possibly. That could put Nikita Mazepin's position in the racing seat up. We don't know what's going on with that. So that, you know, it's not just affecting the government, this is affecting billionaires and other people within Russia. You're seeing protests all around Russia and Germany and all sorts. But yeah, you know, against ministers and all sorts of people, banks and financial services, they're taking the SWIFT system away. They're trying to get Germany to do the same. Look at all these companies. Yeah, so there's just a lot going on, a lot of sanctions, and there's just an update on what's going on for now. My thoughts on this, I'm not sure what's going on. It's been, what, 4 days now? No one really knows where it's going to go. I keep seeing, you know, I've seen Trump saying that ultimately this could lead to a world war and no one wants that. But we don't know how far Putin's prepared to go and what he's actually planned. This is the big thing. He's obviously been planning this for some time, and we don't know what he's got planned. He obviously would have wanted to take it quicker. He mostly wouldn't have expected such fierce fighting, or for it to take this long to sort of push and make a way across ground. He would have liked to have taken a major city, or if not majority of them by now, but he hasn't been able to. This could set back his plans and ultimately halt what he wants to do. Which would be good, or it could just make him want to push on even more, and this can continue for even longer. So ultimately, I don't want a world war. I don't want foreign countries to send in troops to start a world war. Hopefully this ends diplomatically, but we don't know what's going to happen. Give us your comments below of what you think, and I'll keep you updated on this channel.